When it comes to manifesting abundance, it's very important to remember all of the different abundance factors. By that I mean abundance in time, abundance in love, relationships, abundance in family, abundance in financial prosperity, abundance in health. We're talking about an all-encompassing abundance. Sometimes it's easy to get stuck on thinking we want to manifest one thing when really what we're looking for is something that's outside of the scope of that one thing that will, when we target true abundance, that one thing we're trying to manifest specifically will come because of manifesting just abundance in general. It is good to be specific sometimes with the law of attraction in manifesting. In fact, we need to have specifics, but it's important to remember that we don't know how things are going to work out or truly what's best for us. It's okay to want things and it's good to be specific, but it's important to let go. But what I want to talk about is the thing that will hold us back the most from not getting true abundance in our lives is by not having a purpose or not having a passion in our life at the time. Now, what is a purpose? Well, for starters, it's important to know that there's not necessarily going to be one life purpose for everybody. In fact, typically we have a purpose for a time period. And once we fulfill that purpose, we move on to another purpose. So our purpose can change from time to time. And we know what our purpose is by how passionate we are about that thing. Now, we'll go into more about how to find your purpose, your passion here in a minute, but let's talk a little more about what it's doing for us and why it's important here first. When you find a passion or your purpose for this time period in your life, it's going to be a reason for you to get out of bed every day in the morning. And when you find your true passion, your true purpose for that time, you're not only going to be just be getting out of bed, you're going to be jumping out of bed because you are eager to work on your current purpose. And like I was saying, your purpose can change until it's fulfilled. For example, for me, my purpose for a number of years was being in a rock band, playing music, traveling around, being on stage. We weren't huge or famous or anything, but we had some big crowds. I've played in front of thousands of people, sometimes hundreds of people, sometimes like 5 people. But it was my purpose. And I did that 100% wholeheartedly all day, every day until that purpose was fulfilled. And it was no longer a passion for me. And then it was time to move on to something else. And later on down the road, another purpose of mine was working in my t-shirt business. And then I worked that, and then you work that until it fulfills its purpose. And that's going to change from time to time through periods in our life. So don't get hung up on that, thinking I have one life purpose. That can keep you from finding what your current purpose is. But the purpose is important because when you find your purpose, the thing that you're the most passionate about right now that you can do that's going to bless the earth the most, when you find that, it's going to get your energy to moving a lot. When we're not in a state where we have a purpose or our highest passion, we're not going to be moving as much energy, and it's going to be much more difficult to manifest things in our lives. Because remember, manifesting is about getting not just what you want, but true abundance. We think we know what we want, specifically with little things. I want this amount of money. I want that car. I want that guitar. I want, that set of tires. I want whatever, that equipment. I want that person to love me. We have to learn to let go. It's okay to be specific. Write down those specifics, but then let go because there might be something even better. Maybe there's something you don't know about that thing that you think that you want that's actually not what you want. You just don't see it, but the universe can see it. So you have to trust the process. But when you focus on your passion, your purpose right now, it moves all of the energy that's being stuck on all these specifics and allows you to move in a direction that not only blesses your life, but everybody else's lives as well. When you have a purpose that you have found, your energy is moving, it's flowing, your vibration is raising, and you're on a much higher frequency. And when you're on a much higher frequency, guess what? You're attracting according to the frequency that you're putting out. When you're excited to get out of bed in the morning to work on your purpose and your passion, you are vibrating at a higher level, and you're going to attract things at higher levels, and you're going to open up floodgates for manifestations and all those little specific things that you wrote to start coming in ways that are best for you. So it's important to find our purpose. Now, how do we find our purpose? We might not know what our purpose is. Well, for starters, it's important to think about things that you're good at and that you genuinely enjoy and that you're the most passionate about. When you're talking in a conversation, what do you want to talk about the most? Maybe you're into, like I was, playing music. And so you're always wanting to tell people about music. You're talking about songs. You're talking about writing songs. Probably something you're pretty passionate about. Maybe you're obsessed with animals, taking care of animals. And you just have a love for animals. And so you want to work at a zoo. Or maybe your purpose would be to go work at a zoo or something, or do something with animals. Maybe you work in a rescue shelter for animals, or you rehabilitate animals. What are you the most passionate about? What do you talk about when you're in conversations with people? What gets you excited? What gets your blood flowing? What gets the energy moving when you think about it? And you can't be afraid of this. It's okay to allow yourself to feel this way towards something. And it's important to believe in yourself. Everybody has a purpose right now. The purpose may be temporary, but we all have a purpose. There's no excuses here. There's nobody that goes, I don't have a purpose. No, you just don't know what your purpose is right now. So find your purpose. What gets you the most excited? What gets the blood flowing and the energy moving? What do you talk about the most? What are you the most passionate about when you talk about things? What gets you moving? Now, if you just can't figure out what your purpose is, you go, I don't know what I'm passionate about. There's just nothing. That's okay. Then you need to take a step back and remember how the law of attraction works and how manifesting works. All you have to do is ask the universe, please help me find my current purpose, my highest passion right now. Please, universe, I want to manifest knowing what my passion is. Shoot, what a powerful thing that is. To just know what your passion is, know what your current purpose is. And just ask the universe and keep thinking about why you want your purpose. What can your purpose do for you? What would it feel like when you get your purpose? Use the manifestation techniques to manifest a purpose in your life. Write it down. I want to know what my purpose is. And you can even affirm, I have found my purpose. Oh, this feels so good. This feels so good. Ah, my purpose. You can use affirmations. You can write it down. You can use visualizations. But just ask the universe to present your purpose to you, and it will if you believe that it will. And just keep moving forward and pay attention to the little signs. And the first thing that shows up, the first sign, doesn't mean that that's going to be what your purpose is. For example, let's say you're like, I want to manifest my purpose. And the next day you wake up and you see something on TV or on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. You see something on screen and it's someone talking about their purpose in life, and they feel like their purpose is I don't know, being a bird watcher. Something, okay? And you're like, oh, that guy's purpose is being a bird watcher. Maybe that's my purpose. My purpose should be a bird watcher. Yeah. Slow down a little bit. Just go, wow, that person found their purpose. Just because they found their purpose and they're a bird watcher doesn't mean you're going to be a bird watcher. Pay attention to that. Go, that person found their purpose. I wonder what my purpose is. Wow. And what a great sign the universe has given me, because something's come up on screen that says, wow, that's talking about someone found that has their purpose. Boy, what's mine? And don't try to make your purpose happen. You have to let it come to you. Don't try to force it. Don't think, that person's purpose is playing soccer. Maybe that's my purpose. And start trying to make that happen. You have to relax, slow down, continue throughout your day like you normally do, and you will know when your purpose presents itself to you. There will be no doubt. When it presents itself to you, you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's it. That's it. And it may take a day or two. It may take a week. It may take a month. But be patient and know and pay attention to the little signs. Ooh, that person found his purpose. Ooh, I read this article and this person is talking about his purpose in medicine. Ooh, I really like medicine too. But I don't know. There's some parts about that I like, but I know my purpose will present itself. And just be patient and know it's coming. and pay attention. Like I was saying, what do you talk about the most? What gets your blood flowing the most? What gets you the most excited? What got you the most excited when you were younger? What gets you to talking? It's easy for our purpose to get buried in our current society because it's all about get a job, work the 9 to 5, get married, have a family, and retire and die. Okay, we get caught up in this system, and it's important to let yourself think outside of the system, think outside of the matrix, think outside of the box. Everybody has a purpose. And notice, everyone who's living their purpose, they have the most energy. They have more energy than anybody else. They're going and they're going. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the dude slept like 6 hours a night when he was working out. I mean, I don't know everything else he was doing. I haven't read his whole biography or anything, but it's like he loved working out. That was his purpose at the time. And then his purpose later was to be the governor. His purpose changed. But when you find your purpose, it's something you go all in on, and you become infatuated with it. You become obsessed with it, and you love it. It's all you can think about. It's all you're talking about. So my challenge for you guys is to go find your purpose. Pay attention to what you're passionate about. And if you can't find your purpose, just manifest it. Ask the universe to present your purpose to you. And don't try to make your purpose happen. Allow your purpose to come to you, because it will if you desire it. And all things, whatsoever ye shall ask for in prayer, believing ye shall receive. That's in the Bible. That's Jesus speaking. So just believe and you will receive. And when you find your purpose and you're living it, notice the energy flowing. Notice the excitement. And in a short period of time, it's highly possible all of these manifestations are going to start rushing into your life, and you're going to be happier and more fulfilled. It would be better to be poor and have your purpose and live with purpose than it would to be rich, super wealthy, but not have a purpose, because you'd be depressed every day. You don't even know why you get out of bed, but you have all this wealth. Who cares? Without a purpose, the energy doesn't flow. So, go find your guys' purpose. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.